Hot Sounds Cool presents Content Jefe, the podcast that helps online business owners make better content and more money. Let's Jefe up. Today, I have a very, very fun episode, very informative, and it's a struggle that I've been going through that I have been able to overcome, and that's recording anxiety. If you record content, or if you're a content creator, or if you want to get into content creation, but for some reason recording content doesn't come easy for you, or every time you press the record button, you start sweating, you get flustered, you're not happy with your performance, you have very high standards that are not very easy to meet, especially when you are in certain conditions, like, the clock is ticking, you have to deal with equipment, you have to deal with lighting, and all of these external stressors, and you just can't do it, or something that is supposed to take you, an hour and a half takes you double or triple or the entire day. So we want to overcome that recording anxiety. And here are my 2 strategies that I have used to overcome this recording anxiety, because I have it. Even after recording hundreds of videos for our YouTube channel, and after recording, many podcast episodes, I still have this anxiety that takes over me, takes over my body. I press record and I forget who I am. I forget what I'm doing. I forget what I was supposed to be saying. I forget my message. I forget everything. And it puts you in a position where you start doubting yourself, and whether this is for you, or if maybe you're just not good for this. And I just want to let you know that we all suffer from this kind of stage fright or anxiety at the beginning. Like, even well-known public speakers, they still say that they deal with this anxiety, and they have different tricks and things that they do before they perform, because pretty much what we do is a performance as content creators. What I'm doing right here is a performance for you, and I have to bring the energy up. I have to be entertaining, and I have to be with it, and I have to be eloquent for my message to really come through. So if you struggle with this, then what do you do, or it's one of the things that you can start doing to minimize the anxiety that you go through every time you're going to record. What I've been trying is going live. And you may be thinking, oh my gosh, like, I can't even record content in the intimacy of my office and my studio. Like, it's so painful. And now you're asking me to go live. Well, there are 2 main reasons, and there are psychological reasons why going live may be the answer to you getting rid of the recording anxiety. And the first one is because when we go live, then we have to get into performance mode immediately. There's no second guessing. There's no second takes or multiple takes. Whatever comes out of your mouth is the right thing to do, which shuts off that part of the brain that is, gives us that internal chatter that is usually negative, that tells us that, that didn't go well, it didn't come out the way that it was supposed to, or the way that is written on your script. You are just present, and you are just communicating your idea and communicating your topic, and just forgetting about perfection. And even if you make mistakes as you go, then you correct those mistakes and you keep going. And people don't want you perfect. People want you to be human. They want you to show up as human. They want you to show up the way that you are, the way that you speak. They don't want the perfect sentences or the perfect way to do things. And that's why when you go live, you are in the flow, and it's called being in the flow. And you may have experienced this, like when You've seen athletes, or you've seen performers, or you've seen like your favorite band or your favorite singer, and they're just in the flow, and everything else that it doesn't matter at all. And you are in the present moment, and you are delivering this performance that comes like authentically, because you're not forcing yourself to perform in a certain way that you think will go better and meet your standards. So that's one of the things that happens when you go live. So I really want you to consider to go live and to record your content live for that reason. The other reason is that when we have an audience, we tend to perform better than when we don't have an audience. When we know that there are people watching us, you will also feel the energy of other people, and also you are in the zone and you're communicating your ideas, and you are more present just because you have an audience there with you. It's not only you recording in the intimacy of your office. You know that there are people watching your live stream, and it energizes you, and it makes you feel that you are, right there with your people, and everything that comes out of your mouth, your ideas, they are the right thing to say. That I keep repeating that to myself. Whatever comes out of your mouth is the right thing to say. So those are the two things that happen. Like when you go live, you are in the flow, in the zone. So you're focused, and you have a live audience, which is going to bring out your best performance. The other thing that you can do to really overcome this performance or the recording anxiety is to create an alter ego. I'm in the middle of recording a video for our YouTube channel, Pod Sound School, and it's about this topic as well. So part of the video that I have to record later this afternoon is that I'm going to create an alter ego. I haven't decided on the name yet. But if you don't know, mega stars like Beyonce and Adele, they both have alter egos because they're very reserved and they're shy. And when they have to perform, they get into their alter ego. And that helps them to get rid of the stage fright of, feeling insecure and the fear of performance. So another thing that you can try is to create an alter ego. And this alter ego may come to you, when you put your hat on, in this case, you just putting a hat on, or you put a makeup on, and you really get into the character of this person who is confident, of this person who who is not afraid to show herself or himself the way they are, that this person who is searching for connecting with her audience, that wants to help her people, and that it doesn't, she or he doesn't have any limitations whatsoever. They can get in front of a camera or in front of a microphone and communicate their ideas clearly, effectively, without any insecurities. So that's another tip, another strategy that you can apply. You can create an alter ego. And let me know in the comments what's the name of your alter ego. I'm going to be sharing the name of my alter ego and the things that I do to get into performance mode, and the things that I do to bring my alter ego to the surface to perform. The other thing that you can do to overcome this recording anxiety is to record, is to do the thing multiple times until it becomes second nature, and let go of any expectation of perfection that you may have attached to recording your content. In the grand scheme of things, is just another podcast episode, is just another video, and we have to make like multiple videos a year, like so many podcast episodes, that for you to get hang up with trying to achieve the perfect performance, which is it's only in your head, because somebody may watch your video that you think it's horrible, that you think that you made a lot of mistakes and that you didn't connect with your people. But then they may think that it was perfect because you show yourself as human and because you provided a lot of value and you let go of that idea of perfection. So practice, practice, practice. Record yourself multiple times a day. Record yourself while you go to the gym. You can get a camera like this camera. This is the Osmo Pocket 3 vlogging camera, and you can bring this camera with you. I have a video on the Pod Sound School channel with me taking this camera as I go on a walk, and I record my podcast episode, a podcast episode for the Content Jefe podcast that way. And so bring your camera anywhere with you and make impromptu videos and practice sharing your ideas and practice talking about your topic. Sometimes when we don't talk enough about our topic, like it's in our head. And in my case, I'm very good at writing. I'm very good at fleshing out ideas and organizing a very nice article. But when it comes to perform in front of the camera, when it comes to put my ideas, to talk about my ideas, then I have a little bit of a hang up there, things that I have to improve. So for me to record this episode live and to record myself doing different things throughout the day, even if those videos don't make it for the public, even if they don't make it to your social media or to your YouTube channel, it's fine. The only thing that you need to do is to record yourself and practice, practice, practice until the pressing of that record button doesn't become this horrible thing that the anticipation, the anxiety that takes over you will be gone. Then the other thing that you can do, and this is my final tip, is to hire an editor. The things that an editor can do with your content, they're really, truly magical people if you can find the right editor. If you can find a talented editor that knows how to edit audio, knows how to edit video, and that understands you and your brand, that understands you as a creator and is really involved in the creative process. Maybe they're content creator themselves. It can really be the difference between you still having an enormous amount of anxiety because you don't know how your content is going to turn out, or having the confidence that even if you make mistakes while you are recording your content, that those mistakes are going to be edited out of the final episode or the final video. Very important to have an editor, like an editor that you can communicate with, an editor that is on board with what you're creating and that really captures what you want to do with your videos. We train creators here at the Pod Sound School, and not to I don't want to brag, but we trained the best creators in the industry. They know how to edit audio, they know how to edit video. They know it's very important. Some video editors don't know how to edit audio, and then you can run into problems. And then we train our editors so they also coach their clients to get the best recordings for them, the best audio and video recordings for them, so the final product is to their satisfaction. Is really hard when you get a client who's not recording properly and then try to fix those mistakes in post-production. This just leads to the client being disappointed. So it's important for you to have an editor who's gonna tell you, hey, there are certain things that you need to improve, or there are certain things that you need to do to get better recordings, so I can put my magic into it. And believe me, once you send your files to an editor and then you get them back, you're like, who is this person? I sound eloquent. He's creating he had created a great experience for my viewers, even though I made tons of mistakes, and he managed, or she managed, to fix those and to make me look so professional and so polished. So hire an editor. That is my the last tip. And if you struggle with recording anxiety, just know that you are not alone, that we go through those things all the time as creators. Like even in our best days, the butterflies and then the tummy, the being out of breath a little bit because you're anxious. All of that is normal. And the more you practice and the more you're conscious of this, and do certain things before you get into performance mode, the more enjoyable recording your content is going to be. Breathing exercises. I have right here, I have my eucalyptus essential oil that I rub in my hands and I smell it, and that helps me to calm down a little, and to calm my nervous system, and to know that I'm okay, that I'm not gonna get attacked by a bear. That I'm just recording an episode. Like, oh, come on, cálmate, chica, cálmate. I hope that this episode was fun and that you got a ton of value out of this time with me. Please make sure that you share this episode with somebody who is new at content creation, who wants to get into content creation, but the idea of recording really scares them, or somebody who's struggling recording videos or struggling to recording podcasts. Share this episode with them, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.